What's going on, everyone? It's Brandon with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler. Top comment for the last video was the update of JACOJE out of gold. Was John Wilkes' booth. I noticed a lot of stuff out of stock and was wondering about that yesterday. I'd rather wait for you to stock back up than go somewhere else. Stay safe, bro. I appreciate that, John, and a lot of people like that. I appreciate it, guys. One thing I've said, always come here for the videos, the reviews. If you want to shop JACOJE, it's my honor and my pleasure to do business with you guys, but I make this content so you could shop wherever you want. If you want to wait until JACOJE reads up, smash. But today's video is about my 5.5 flat curve. I've worn this since day one, over 10 years old. It's not a review necessarily about my chain, but how it's held up over 10 years. I talk about new chains because that's what I sell, but because of the virus and I have a lot of time on my hands, I want to start focused on other things. So I'm going to talk about 10 years, show you guys up close and kind of talk about my opinion on that. With that being said, let's get started. This chain right here, 5.5 millimeter flat curve in 14 karat white gold, is the reason why I am here. It sparked my passion and love for gold chains. I got it. I kind of was like, I want a gold chain, not really sure, and then I was gifted my favorite possession. Literally anything I own, this is the one thing I love the most by far, from my favorite person in the world, so it has a lot of sentimental value, and I just love this chain. So it got me here, and when I was like first starting, no one around me was really wearing gold chains. Like, I'm just the basic white boy, I got a gold chain. Now all the basic white boys have gold chains. Braden paved the way for the basic white boys in that gold chain game. So I love it, and it started my passion with the business, and I just, right when I got this, you guys know, I have to tell you guys, I preach to the choir, once you get that chain, you're already looking for the next chain. I got this chain, I was like, wait a second, why don't I get the yellow one a little longer and then the rose one a little longer? I'll have 3 chains around my neck, I'll look ridiculous, but I'll love the way I look. So it really just sparked the passion when I got this chain. That's all great stuff, but let's get informative with this review. Now, let me tell you guys, this is a daily wear. I have taken it off a handful of times in the 10 years that I've worn this chain. It always stays on. So I'm from Southern California, where every summer we swim in the pool or the ocean. I used to work out a lot. I used to do Olympic lifting. If some of you guys know, the cleans, the jerks, that barbell is just pounding on your chest. I would wear it, do heavy front squats. After each workout, I would actually have a bruise tattoo of this chain around my neck, like where that barbell would hit hard, and I would never take this off. This thing literally, when we're talking about going to the gym and pumping out bicep curls or just bench pressing, no problem. Like, I've had that barbell just smashed on this thing so many times where I've just been bruised around the neck. So, and I worked on a ranch. I was a ranch hand with livestock. That is one of the toughest jobs. So it's been the wear and tear. I just haven't been like just doing my thing. I've put this chain to the test over the years, and I want to show this. When you're talking about a white gold chain specifically, you have to worry about, is that yellow gonna show? That's a lot of people like, I don't want a rhodium chain, I just want this. If you take a look, there is some slight yellow showing when the high friction areas, because this is a link chain, a curb chain. Where those links rub is where it's gonna be high friction. To me, some people might have a problem with that. To me, it's a compliment that I have a real gold piece of jewelry. If it's a silver piece, there's not gonna be any yellow in there because there's no gold in it. But if I show you guys just how it is, like on the neck, you're not gonna see it, and it still shines. When I show it over the B-rolls, it's still gonna shine pretty well. So over time, it's held up as far as the coloring. Breaking down the mechanics on the chain, I have a standard lobster clasp with this flat curve, like all my flat curves come with. I've never had to replace a spring. It's never malfunctioned on me. Again, I don't really take it off, so why would it? The end caps are good. That's something you have to check, and I want to make a review on what to look for when buying a used chain. Some of the wear and tears that can happen that could affect like the chain breaking or you losing it. And actually the jump ring on this chain isn't even soldered. Imagine 10 years, not a soldered jump ring. Some people think that if a jump ring's not soldered, that means the chain is fake. That's not true. Just look at my chain. It's definitely not fake. And I honestly have no plans on soldering it. It's a 30-second job, but for me, I'm not gonna do or change anything. It's lasted this long, and I'm way more easy on this chain than I was 5 years ago, let's say. So not a soldered jump ring, but it is still fine. The lobster clasp is great, end caps look great as well. So the integrity of the chain is still there after 10 years. Last but not least, let's talk more about the coloring. That is a huge concern when buying white gold. Braden, what's this chain gonna look like a year or two down the road? I'll show you what it looks like 10 years down the road, side by side from a brand new plain 4mm white gold Franco. Now the Francos, as far as the coloring, look, manufacturing, the best in the world. So I'm gonna compare my 10-year-old white gold chain to the best white gold chain you could possibly buy, this 4mm Franco, side by side. Now outside, that's where you wanna look at your jewelry. If you ever get a chance, you're buying diamonds in a store, see if you could go with the security guard some outside and look, because you need to see under natural lighting. That's where you'll see everything. And you still see my white gold chain. I said it in videos, it still shines. I still get compliments. You can see it, it's still shining like that Franco is. And that Franco is brand new from the best of the best. Obviously, my white gold chain in person, if you can see it on camera, great, but let me just be honest, it's more gray. It's not as vibrant rhodium. Both these chains are rhodium plated. Most chains on the market are gonna be rhodium plated. A lot of people be like, I don't want that. First of all, rhodium is very expensive. It is a good thing, it shines it up. That's just the way jewelry is made with white gold. So if you look at a white gold just pure casted without rhodium, it's very gray. I would say the rhodium's done a really good job wearing off on my chain, but you still see it is white gold. It still shines to me. I don't look at it and be like, oh, this thing is gray, it's not shiny or whatever. It still does, as you can see the side by sides. So 10 years later, I have no plans on rhodium plating my white gold chain again. Of course you can. It's not something you have to do every 6 months, a year. It stays on there a long time. And your chain, if it's a high quality chain like my flat curve is, it's gonna look good. As you guys can see, it keeps up with that Franco as far as the shine and just the overall look. At the end of the day, guys, I'm super proud of my white gold chain. It's held up very well, better than I could possibly expect over 10 years, and it will last another 10 years. I'm very confident with that. It is also good to check your chains, and I'll make a video, I'm planning on making a video soon on kind of what to check for on your chains and just make sure, because let me tell you this, you don't have a single pair of shoes you've worn every day for 10 years, a t-shirt, a car that you've driven for 10 years that you've never had to do anything to and still looks good, still shines. That is the benefit of buying and wearing gold. It's right here. There's not another product that you could have that has the resale value on as well as the wear value that holds up. So for 10 years and never having to do anything to this chain, it is really good, and that's what you should expect from a gold chain. So I'm proud of that fact, and that's what makes me just love gold and want to make this my passion and my career, because the high integrity, and that's what JACOJE is all about. I'm gonna leave this video off on that note. That's it for today's video. Leave a comment down below your first chain. Do you still have it? Do you still wear it? Thank you guys for watching. Smash that like button. We'll see you on our next jewelry video.